Are you considering eloping? Because if you are, then this video is absolutely for you. You might be deciding that that's what you want to do, but how do you then come back and celebrate with your guests? One of our couples recently did this and it was so amazing, and probably got the most feedback and interaction on our stories that we've had for any of our weddings, with so many people messaging going, oh my God, I want to do that. Oh my God, I want to do that. So let me share the story, give you some ideas of how you could celebrate your elopement with your friends and what to do and how to go about it. Hello, lovely couples, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren, wedding planner and owner of Bluebird Creative. I provide a weekly dose of wedding planning goodness for the modern couple. So if you haven't already, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell so you'll be notified every week when a new video lands. Okay, guys, so let's chat elopements, but not actually the elopement bit. Let's chat about what to do and how to celebrate with your friends if that's something that you want to do. So first of all, guys, some of you may be sitting in the camp of we eloped because we don't actually want to have a proper wedding. Well, that would be your proper wedding, but a big traditional wedding. We don't want to celebrate with all our friends and family. We're not actually interested in having like a party. We just wanted it to be intimate, personal, and literally just the two of us. We're just going to let everybody know, and that's all that we're going to do. And that's absolutely amazing if that works for you guys. But there might also be some of you that want to elope, but then you want to still be able to celebrate your marriage with your friends, but obviously you just don't want to do it in a traditional way. So that is the camp that we're going to talk about in this video today. Now, I would say that from that camp, let's move you up here, we're then going to split into two different camps. Now, one camp might be that you actually then want to kind of go ahead and do a semi-traditional wedding. You may have eloped because you actually just wanted to get married abroad, for example, and you didn't want all your guests to have to pay to go out there or whatever it might be. So you might be sitting in this camp. The other lot of you will be that you wanted to elope because you literally just wanted your ceremony to be super personal, and now you've come back from wherever it might have been, or maybe it was just literally local, but you actually just want to have a party because you don't want to have a traditional wedding. You perhaps didn't want to spend as much money on your wedding, and maybe a couple of different factors that I can't think of. And if you are one of those people, then do hit me up in the comments below and let me know your reasons for not wanting to have a wedding. Perhaps you're really shy and you don't want all the attention, you just want to have a party with your friends. So if we're in the first camp and you still want to have a semi-traditional wedding, but you eloped for the reason of perhaps you wanted to go abroad, then you would want to go ahead with a blessing. And then you may follow a traditional format. But again, I'm not going to focus on this one. These guys over here are the guys that we're going to talk about. And these guys are where my recent couple, they fell into this camp. So one of my couples decided that they never ever wanted a traditional wedding. Even their parents, their family, they all knew that they weren't going to fall into the traditional camp of having a big wedding, having a ceremony with loads of people, wedding breakfast. They just weren't going to be those people. They decided that they were going to secretly elope abroad, just the two of them, just have it really intimate, really personal, and just super, super lovely. But they still wanted to celebrate with their friends and family. But how could they go about that? Which is when I was brought in to have a chat through some of their ideas and help bring it all together for them. And essentially what you need to consider is how you're going to tell everybody. Now, you may decide that you're going to go elope and then you're going to send out an invitation to everybody on your return or whenever you decide is the right time to let them know that you have actually eloped and that you want to have a party and you want to celebrate with all your friends and family and arrange something that they all then come to and they know what they're coming to. Or you can do what my couple did and they went and eloped secretly. They came back, they didn't tell anyone that they were married. They hosted a party to celebrate their engagement. Yes, their engagement. Now, I love this idea, and this is where everybody went wild on my Instagram stories going, oh my God, I want to do that. That's so fun. And now, again, we can split into two camps again because you can do this two different ways. Now, the first way would be to invite everybody to your engagement party, to have them all arrive first before you. And then when you arrive, you then tell them that you have a secret to share with them. And then your photographer can capture all their faces as they're like, what? Oh my gosh, you're married already? I thought this was an engagement party. So that's a really fun way of doing it. What my couple recently did, which I wasn't really sure about to begin with, but I won't lie guys, it actually worked out amazingly. They were hidden at the venue, and instead of coming in and telling their guests when they came into the space, we had a sign. And as their guests arrived, the sign said that they had a confession to make and that this wasn't an engagement party and it was in fact their wedding reception. And you might think, oh, but then they're not there to see the reactions. No, you're right. But the photographer was there capturing each guest's reaction as they arrived, and I cannot tell you how awesome that was. Instead of being told as a whole, which I think would have been amazing for the couple to feel that shock, but actually, you know, you might be eloping because you don't like to have all the attention on you, so then to come into a room and have that announcement might then sit into, oh, that's a bit too much and a bit overwhelming. So by the photographer capturing their reactions whilst they weren't there, that was amazing, and we were able to capture video footage as well for them, which we then showed them later, and they absolutely loved it. So that's, honestly, there's two different ways you can do it, and each one just really depends on your preference, but they're both really, really fun, and they went down really, really well. Everyone took it amazingly. The only thing I would say is there were quite a few people that did say, oh, I wish I'd known, I would have dressed up more if I'd known that it was a wedding reception. But it was a very chilled affair, and the way that this couple decided to celebrate was to literally, they hired a space, we came in and styled it up, fairy lights galore, they had a buffet of food, and we styled up a food station which was lovely. They had donuts out, they did a little speech when they came in just to sort of obviously let everybody know, yes, we are married, we weren't going to do it in the way that you thought that we might do it, and so on. It was a really lovely speech, and then literally everybody just drank, ate and danced, and it was almost just like a wedding reception, and it was really, really lovely, super, super simple, and it just worked. So if you're one of those people that's thinking about eloping, perhaps that might be the way to do it for you. I hope that this has kind of given you a bit of inspiration and maybe even just helped you work out which of all these camps you're sat in, and then you can kind of go from there. So guys, good luck if you are planning an elopement. I would absolutely love to hear your stories, which camp you're in and how you're thinking of doing it, or if you actually just genuinely love this idea. So do comment in the box below. Anyway guys, have an amazing week. I'll be back next week with some more wedding planning goodness.